planets are inhabited by dangerous and natural wildlife, which we deal with humanely.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we've got some exciting news to talk about. It does look like we are getting a new town takeover fairly soon, and it will be going for the Stormpoint map. But more importantly, we're going to be talking about new game modes, but specifically what's going to happen to arenas, because it might not be around that much longer. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about these new changes. So let's go ahead and start talking about the new town takeover. The last one we got, I think, was in season 13, if I'm correct, and it was on Olympus, and it was a lifeline town takeover. It's perfectly fine. It's a pretty cool addition. Not a whole lot of unique features, but it was nice to get some kind of update to Olympus. But one that has not yet received any town takeover whatsoever is the Stormpoint map. Now, we do know that quite a while ago there was leaked information about a Bangalore town takeover that was right next to the crash ship, which has a lot of lore and history with her. However, it was scrapped for whatever reason. It was a pretty large POI and would have made it quite interesting, but for whatever reason, Respawn decided that this was not going to be the direction that they wanted to go with. Now, due to some recent leaks, we are aware that it does look like Respawn is in the process of developing a Watson town takeover, and that it will go in the Lightning Rod area, which is at the most northern part of the map. Respawn has stated many times that they have no plans of destroying this map as they have with World's Edge and Kings Canyon, and instead want to do additional things added to it. We saw this with the Down Beast, Rock Lobster thing when Newcastle came into the game, and the IMC armories, but not much else has been added in. Lightning Rod also makes a ton of sense. You know, Watson, electricity, kind of all fitting there. And honestly, I'm pretty excited for this because Watson has been in the game for a very long time, yet still has not received anything unique in regards to a town takeover. At the same time, I guess neither has Bangalore. What will be interesting to find out is if we will ever eventually get to see the Goliath. It was leaked actually before we ever got Stormpoint. Ezra RC, in fact, had some in-game footage, and there was a completely done model and render of it having animation. Seems like a ton of work to never actually bring it into the game, but once again, kind of what happened with Bangalore's town takeover anyways. Now that we have Broken Moon Map, it would be nice to see some new additions to Stormpoint, but something even bigger that Apex Legends seems to be doing is that if you are a fan of arenas, you might want to play it now because it might not be around as long as you think. It does seem as though there has been talk that arenas will be pulled from the main game of Apex Legends. There's a couple of reasons for this. One, no one really seems to be playing ranked arenas at all. I think a staggering 61% of the player base never even finished their placement matches. Along with that, as many players have reported this one as recently as 10 days ago, devs just seem to have given up on arenas completely. There's been no rank overhaul really at all. There hasn't been a new map added in since season 12 or 13, which is staggering because we saw with the leak that there are a couple of new maps that were in development, some being incredibly close to being done, but it seems like Respawn decided not to put any more effort into creating them or putting them into the game, and instead maybe did a couple of small things with hop-ups, like for the Mozambique, but do not have any plans to continue to grow this mode or put effort into it. What I did hear was, however, is that they are looking to add in control, possibly in a playlist to take over for arenas. I will state right now, from what I've heard, that there is some issues actually getting the control mode to play regularly fine. That issues with testing and crashing is happening a huge amount. So if they do end up pulling arenas and decide in the future to put control in its place, it might not be ready to go at the exact same time. But we've kind of known about this for a long time because control falls into a playlist known as Free DM, which was found originally by Kralrindo a couple of seasons ago. And it's actually called the Free DM playlist. And this includes LTMs such as Gun Run, Control, and the upcoming Titanfall scoring mode, and even a 6v6 TDM game mode, which is slated for the near future as well. What will likely happen is once all the game modes are ready and play tested, that they add in this new playlist. It will be interesting to see if they can get all the kinks resolved and fixed to make this actually work, and if arenas will end up becoming some kind of LTM that appears every now and then, or what they end up deciding to do with it now that it just doesn't have a place in the main game of Apex Legends, and Respawn has kind of just let it die. Let me know down below, what do you guys think about arenas being removed from the game? Do you hope that Respawn continues to go with that trend, or would you rather see them completely overhaul and try to make it better? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.